Right. Hold. Left face. Take seats.
The next portion of the graduation ceremony is the address to cadets, which will be given by our Mayor Pro Tem, Omar Quintanilla.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Omar Quintanilla, and I have the privilege of serving as Commissioner of District 3 in McAllen. It's my 8th year on the commission, and on behalf of the Mayor and the Board of Commissioners, I want to congratulate you on the completion of this program. And so, first of all, congratulations. I do want to also thank your families for lending you to the City of McAllen. This is a noble profession. Without you, our city would be in desperate need, right? Law and order is so important, and we've done such a great job in the city over many years now, 37 years of lowering crime rate, and that's because of the police force that we have, right? And so, on the commission, we're very supportive of our police department. I know that over the years, we've been asked to add police officers, and we've granted that request through funding, right? And that's what primarily we do as a commission, is we approve the budget. And so, what I'd like to talk about is 3 core values that I try to live by, and I want to emphasize today. One is integrity. Integrity is so important as an officer, as a city employee. It is the cornerstone of public service. Having integrity, living with integrity every single day, doing your job and doing it to the best of your ability, that's integrity. And so I just want to remind you of that core value that we live by. The second is excellence. Excellence is so important because we in the city pride ourselves in being the best, in being excellent. And that is a choice. We do that every single day by the job that we do, right? So excellence is so important, especially in what you do. Third is caring. As a public servant, we care for our community. And we do that with every interaction, with every encounter with the public. And so I just want to remind you of these 3 core values that I think are so important: excellence, integrity, and caring. Carry that with you throughout your career. Like I've told you already, you picked the right city. McAllen is the best city, not only in the Valley, but in the state of Texas at least, if not in the country. And so you see that through reports, you see that through the numbers that come out of here. And so I was talking to one of the individuals here who's with you that retired from McAllen, went to another organization and said, McAllen is the place to be. And so I think you're going to find that out here. And so congratulations once again. We're honored to have you, and good luck in your career. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Quintanilla. Also with the address to cadets, I'll call up McAllen City Manager Isaac Tuo.
Well, good afternoon, Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for those words. I also want to acknowledge Commissioner Sevi Haddad was able to join us. So Commissioner, thank you for being here. Before I talk to you guys, I want to talk to the guys in the back of the room. Is that okay? I just want to tell you all thank you. Thank you for raising or being a part of the life of somebody who answered the call. I'm going to talk about the call in a minute. But what our police department does for our community every day, being the face of our community every day, and with the level of execution, the level of customer service, the level of caring before anything else they do every day, is because they were raised or influenced by people like you. And so you should be very proud of the accomplishments of the 6 people sitting at the front of the room, because in large part, it is because of what you instilled in them. And so thank you for doing that. To the 6 of you, I couldn't be more excited than I am today. I know the chief told you that this is the 64th Academy graduating class, and that's fantastic. But you're my first. And so you will always be a special group of people to me. I am very, very proud to be here, to be a part of your accomplishment. I was there with you on day 1, and I am so glad that I could be with you on the last day. You are stepping into a career that is more than a job. A calling to serve with integrity, to protect with courage, to lead with empathy. The badge you will wear is not a symbol of authority. It is a symbol of responsibility. It is a symbol of trust and commitment to the community you will serve, a community that we are all very proud to be a part of. I told you this morning that your chief is one of our great leaders. Listen to him. Listen to all of your chiefs. They can teach you, they will teach you. They will be your mentors over a career. But today, your training has equipped you with the skills, knowledge, and discipline to face the challenges that lie ahead. I want to emphasize something even greater: the heart of service. This is what sets great officers apart. The ability to see every individual as a person with dignity, every challenge as an opportunity to build trust, and every moment as a chance to make a difference. Your community will rely on you to be protectors, to be role models, and to be problem solvers. There will be moments that will test your strength, your patience, and your resolve. And there will be just as many moments that you get to share in the joy of a community. In fact, there will be more of those. Remember, in all of those moments, the values instilled in you over the training you received: honor, service, and perseverance. Lean on each other as a team, and never underestimate the impact of compassion and fairness. As you begin your journey, I encourage you to always strive for excellence, like Mayor Pro Tem said. To embrace continuous learning, to stay connected to the reason you chose this path, the desire to make a difference in the world. On behalf of the City of McAllen, our elected officials, the Mayor and the City Commission, my entire management team, I extend to you my heartfelt congratulations. I know they are all proud of you, but I am especially proud of you because you are my first. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Tawil. We'll continue with presentations of diplomas and badges. We'll begin with Cadet Joseph Garza. Cadet Nathaniel Zuniga. Cadet Martin Ramirez. Cadet Alice Ariano. Cadet Hector Montero. Cadet Andrew Hill. For the next portion of the ceremony, I'll ask cadets to line up in front of the podium. Cadets?
That's all right, they got plenty of food.
You'll move center? Yes, sir.
Right face. Forward, march. Left, left, right. 64, halt. Left face.
Each cadet has designated a family member to assist with the honorary first pinning of the badge. At this time, will each designated family member come forward for the honorary first pinning?
Because you move too much, I'm shaking from fear. From like, this when you develop from the first two. I should have framed those shirts with blood. Right.
The oath of office would be administered by Mayor Pro Tem Omar Quintanilla, followed by recitation of the law enforcement code of ethics by the 64th Police Academy class.
I'm honored to give the oath of office. You can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of police officer
the duties of the office of police officer
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Attention! 64, like none before. As a McAllen police officer, my fundamental duty is to serve mankind, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all men and women to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life unsullied as an example to all, maintain courageous calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed in both my personal and official life, I will be exemplary in obeying the laws of the land and regulations of the McAllen Police Department. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature, or that is confided to me in my official capacity, will be kept ever secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of duty. I will never act officiously or permit personal feelings, prejudices, animosities, or friendships to influence my decisions. With no compromise for crime and relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately without fear or favor, malice or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence, and never accepting gratuities. I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as public trust to be held so long as I am true to the ethics of police service. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideals, dedicating myself before God to my chosen profession as an McAllen police officer. Right face, forward, march. '64, hold, left face, take seats.
The 64th Police Academy officially began September 23rd, 2024. The Academy consisted of a 24-week program in which these cadets completed over 736 training hours covering over 42 course topics. The course topics range from subjects like Transportation Code, Penal Code, U.S. Constitution, and Crisis Intervention training. The Academy culminated with the cadets taking and passing their state licensing exam this past Monday. At the completion of the Academy, achieving the highest academic average, and being selected to give class remarks, I introduce valedictorian Joseph Garza.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Chief, Assistant Chiefs, City Commission. I'm Cadet Joseph Garza, and thank you all for attending our graduation and ceremony. Chief Rodriguez, I'd first like to thank you for giving all of us the opportunity to begin our law enforcement careers with this agency and in this community. I'd also like to thank Assistant Chief Alcocer for lighting a fire under each of our seats throughout the academy, pushing us to continue improving even when we felt like we had succeeded. I'd also like to thank Lieutenant Gonzalez and Sergeant Hernandez and all instructors through these 24 weeks. They've shared vast knowledge and personal experiences with us that we will carry with us to the road and throughout our careers. Our job as officers will be to live up to the standards and values they have taught us in the academy. The wisdom shared with us gives me confidence that the 6 of us will excel in our work and provide the best service to our community. For that, I'm glad we've been given a solid foundation to begin our work. For my fellow graduates, let us continue to work with the fire underneath us, and let us continue to grow and develop as officers. We have accomplished more than just becoming police officers. We have also found kinship in one another and gained a strong support system through each of us. We spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 24 weeks around, growing and developing with one another. And it goes without saying, we'll always be there for each other when we need it most. Lastly, to our families and friends, thank you. It isn't enough to say thank you, but we'll reciprocate everything you guys have done for us these past 24 weeks. I can't imagine how difficult it was to see us stressed anytime we had a major exam coming up, or to have us leave hours before you wake up and sleep before you got home. I plan on making up as much time as I can, and I wish the same for my fellow graduates to spend time with their family and cherish their sacrifices. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Garza. Now, for closing remarks, I welcome back to the podium Chief Victor Rodriguez. Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Mayor Pro Tem Omar Quintanilla, Commissioner Semi Haddad, our City Manager Isaac DeWill, our command staff, our training staff, advisory board, staff, and members here today. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. We believe that we operate the best police academy in this part of the state and country. And that is largely so because of our training staff, every one of you that's here. Thank you for the work that you do. We at McAllen PD currently enjoy a 97% passing rate, state licensing passing rate. That can only be done by the training that our staff does. So let's give them a good round of applause, please. To the members of the class, it is with great honor that we congratulate you, and we congratulate your families here as well. Today you graduate from the Police Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 64th Police Academy class. And I say that because sometimes we don't know what the 64th means. That means we have had 63 academies prior to them, and they are now our 64th class that's completed and in the history. This is our 64th academy. Congratulations to you. Thank you. The academy, as we speak, is a requisite to become a police officer. Graduating the academy is special. and a significant milestone for each one of us that chooses to be a police officer. It is a significant milestone for you as well. That's why this day is so special. It's special in many different ways. We'll count some of those ways here in a minute. When you leave here today, you'll be a McAllen police officer. And it is a job that is humble in terms of service to our community. It's a job of pride. It's a job that we choose to do and that you chose to do. But I ask you to remember one thing as you go forward and as you leave today. 5 men, 5 policemen, 5 police officers died doing the job that you've chosen to do. So as we go forward, let that be one of those things that reminds you to stay safe all the time. You've had, as of today, you've had a number of firsts with us. You had to pass civil service exam. Once you did that, you had physical agility exams. Then we had a series of interviews. You and I at least interviewed twice. You had the first day with us. We were reminded a little while ago by City Manager Isaac DeWill that this is his first class, and he was able to see day 1 of the first class that he's the city manager at, and he's able to be here today and see it through today to the last day. So you had your first day with us. You sat through a briefing process to give you an idea of what we do every day. And I told you that day that in this department, you don't get lost. In this department, we know of you, we know about you, we know what you do, we know many, even though we may not run into you, we may not see you every day. At midnight that morning, I told you that at midnight, you crossed from being John Q. citizen or Jane Q. citizen to the ranks of McAllen Police Cadet. That happened your first day, October 1 a.m. that morning. And today, you crossed yet another hurdle. Today you wear the McAllen Police Department uniform for the first time. And most importantly, you wear the badge for the first time today. Again, more firsts in the profession that you've chosen. Each of you has passed your TCO exam. We sat by the desk on Monday waiting for those calls to come in and see how you did on, and as they all were taking the exams and getting the scores, we were getting the calls in the office. We're proud of you. Each of you passed your exams, and you are now TCO licensed. What you've accomplished thus far is no small feat. We had close to 90 people that began the journey that you're ending today. 6 out of those 90 succeeded. You are those 6. You have earned the privilege of serving the citizens of McAllen. And you've achieved this by virtue of your personal commitment, your dedication, and your perseverance. And I would dare say as well, because of your family supporting you through the process. We are joined by them. Allow me to tell you that your loved ones, they are proud of you. We see pride in their eyes as we see them here today. They're happy this day has come, and they too are the reason for your success today. But given the nature of the profession that you've chosen, it's possible, actually I think it's quite realistic,
that the seeds of apprehension and concern still lay within them, especially in the world that we exist in today. So let me tell you and let me tell them, to all the families here today. Law enforcement is part of the fabric of our country. It is unthinkable that we could exist in the form that we exist without law enforcement. Today in this country, when we need help, we're so matured as a society that today when we need help in this country, almost instinctively we reach out and we dial 911. And guess who 911 is? You, law enforcement. This is the case in every square inch of our country. 911 is you. When people need help, of any kind in this country, we almost instinctively we dial 911 because we know that we will come to their assistance. One day I had a group of Chinese folks in my office. They were brought in by the State Department. They were Chinese criminal justice professionals in their country. And as we sat in our conference room there talking with them, the phone in the conference room called. I took a call. It was from our communications center. And when that call was done with, I explained to them briefly I had a situation going on, and we went on with our meeting. And then, not very much after that, one of them asked me, "Sir, yes, why do people in this country dial 911?" And for a second, I was floored because because we do, right? Instinctively. So my first answer to them is because they trust, they have faith, and they have confidence that we will go out and answer that call and get them the help that they need. And I said no more, and the response from that Chinese official was, that's what it is. Faith, trust, and confidence. That does not exist in my country. And we live in a part of the world where that's not too far from us either, where they wish they could have the faith and confidence that we enjoy here in calling 911 and calling for you to come. The reason I tell you this is because that's a service that you are entrusted now to provide. When folks in our community are dialing 911, they're going to trust in you to come and provide them the service, the dedication, the courtesy, all things necessary to assist our community members. Law enforcement is part of our criminal justice system. But that system is based on a promise. That entrustment is based on a promise. Our communities entrust us with police powers. There was a case one time where a Supreme Court justice once wrote that, and in his opinion, he wrote that the most powerful men and women in America are policemen and women. Because we are empowered with the ability to deny someone's freedom and up to take someone's life in the course of our performing our duties. The entrustment that we enjoy is based on the promise. All of us make this promise. You make this promise. You make this promise today. You actually did it twice. You raised your right hand and you said things that included, I solemnly swear. You said words like faithfully. You swore that to your best of your ability, you will protect and defend the Constitution and the laws of this country and as of this state. You made that promise today. For that, our community entrusts you with the authority that you now are vested with. Our criminal justice system is not perfect, folks. It's not perfect because human beings are not perfect. And it's important to remember that when the human flaw strikes, we must be answerable, we must be accountable. Nothing less is acceptable. As we see you here today, we see excitement, we see pride, we see your desire to serve and protect. Let us suggest to you, enjoy this moment. As adults, we seldom get the opportunity to spend 20 plus weeks together. Some of you mentioned this already, the hardships, the ups and downs. But you've been able to witness over the last 24 years, the highs, the lows, the personal experiences. Some bonding has happened, some friendships have developed, some memories have been created, and some of these will be with you for a lifetime. Beginning today, you begin a new chapter. You begin a new chapter in your life. When you leave here today, you are a full-fledged commissioned McAllen police officer. It is a new chapter for your families as well. Because when they leave here today, they will be able to say, and they will be able to know, and they will have the burden, if it is so, of knowing that their son, their daughter, husband, wife, whatever the family relationship might be, is a McAllen police officer. It's also a new chapter for our community, for our citizens. Because today, you enter their world. Today, you are part of their world. And you do so with that built-in capacity that we've mentioned already, that one Supreme Court Justice already referenced it. We're so powerful with the authority that we have. You've asked to be considered for this job. You've asked to take the office you've taken today. You've been granted that request. Our community has granted you that request. The office you occupy at this moment is not the city of McAllen's. It's not McAllen PD's. It is a public office that belongs to our community. You're simply being able to borrow that office for as long as you can perform your duties to the best of your ability. I would suggest to you that this job is very exciting and that time can fly really quickly. Command staff can tell you that they think they've only been there a couple of years, but they've been there 20 years or so, still trying to catch up with speed. But that's how fast it moves. It's really exciting. And I would ask you to remember that as you go forward in that really fast-paced, exciting world, to remember that everything you do has a potential to impact lives. Your decisions, your demeanor, your actions will have the potential to affect citizens, our community members, sometimes for a lifetime. You will impact their lives daily. And most often you may not even know the full impact of your effect. It's not a light responsibility. We ask you to exercise your duties faithfully as you promised today. Sometimes people will ask us, what's the secret to success in this work. And I'm going to suggest to you in the most plain way that I possibly can. In my view, the secret to that is doing the right thing each and every time that you are exercising your authority. Do the right thing for every day that you hold that office. Do the right thing on duty, do the right thing off duty. Do the right thing. You heard me say that to the class that was right before you completed a year here recently. 2 days ago, you were there for that ceremony. And I reminded them again that I told them that when they sat in your chairs some months ago. Do the right thing every time, and you will have success. As you charge forward today with the authority that you've been entrusted with, I suggest to you that a tribute to a job well done is very simple. It is when a citizen says, thank you. Don't expect more. It is very rewarding when someone just says, thank you for the work you do. I get thanked all the time because of the work that every one of our staff members does. I cannot go somewhere and when I'm not stopped by somebody and says, you know, thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for this job. Thank you for that job. Thank you. They're thanking me for the work you do. And very oftentimes, they'll thank you directly. And there can be no greater reward than simply when someone says thank you, especially in the community that you're serving. As you set out today, I'll ask you again. You heard me say this 2 days ago as well. Reminded the class that was completing their first year, don't stop learning. The day that you figure you don't have to learn anymore, it's the day you will put your life in danger, the day you will put your fellow officer in danger, the day you will put our community in danger. Learning is forever in the work that we do. Every day, every situation, every moment brings about new variables for us to learn. And I ask you, one last thing. Your family helped you get here today. When you leave here today, don't leave them behind. Keep them close to you all the time. As exciting as this work is, it is like a roller coaster. There are going to be days of good and days of bad. There are going to be moments of good and moments of bad. Your foundation is the key to your success. Don't leave them behind. May God bless you always, and may God get you home every day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 64th McAllen Police Department Police Academy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief Rodriguez. I'd like to take the time and thank the Academy staff for their ongoing commitment instructing, educating, and preparing our future generation of McAllen police officers. Your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. Would also like to thank the Training Advisory Board, the Police Department Command Staff, and a special thanks to our Training Council, which consists of Assistant Chief Philip Foley, Assistant Chief Filiberto Jimenez, and 64th Academy Counselor Assistant Chief Hector Alcocer. Chiefs, thank you for your guidance and continued support. At this time, our McAllen Police Department Training Coordinator, Sergeant Rene Hernandez, will now dismiss the Academy class for the last time. Sergeant.
64th Academy, attention. Dismissed.
Thank you so much for coming. This concludes our graduation exercise of the 64th McAllen Police Academy. May God bless you all, and may God bless our new McAllen police officers.